Get a little more reaction on the big news regarding Wolves. Bruno Lage has been sacked. Dean, what's your reaction to that after West Ham's win last night and Wolves' performance?
I'm not surprised. We spent 100 million in the summer and it doesn't feel like anything's changed. I feel a little bit sorry for him because ultimately he's had injuries. Jimenez has got injured. The new signing as well that they brought in, a striker's got injured straight away. Costa's not fit, so he hasn't got that sort of threat up front. But this isn't something new. And also, I just looked at Cody leaving, the player, then Donker left. Players like Cody don't just leave all of a sudden on loan unless there's a big issue with the manager. So I think something's more's happened behind the scenes. We might never know about it, but I think that will filter to the top, and ultimately once you get below that dotted line, you are at risk always as a manager.
Lee, does it reflect last season as well as this season? Because people might say we're only 8 games in, it's a little bit unfair to make this call now with them only in the relegation zone on goal difference. But is it a historical decision?
No, they're a football club that should be on the up.
Yeah.
Listen, it was big boots for him to fill.
This is his record for
it was
big
boots for him to fill, and the record speaks for itself. You know, they haven't scored enough goals. You know, they haven't won enough games. Nuno was the man, wasn't he? And what he did at the football club, he produced a platform at that football club for me. You know, they played in a style that was unique. It was dynamic. They were good. He got the right balance there. And then all of a sudden you're changing that with no choice, obviously, because he moved on. But, you know, I think that when you're not scoring goals, you're not going to win games. And that has been so evident last season. It stood out a million miles for me. Yeah, they were decent defensively. They kept the ball well. They played some attractive football, which they are still doing. But it's not changed. It's getting worse. And obviously they're sitting in the bottom 3. Yeah, it's early on. The Premier League's, it's ruthless. You know, the teams that have come up established themselves. Nottingham Forest have spent a hell of a lot of money, so you'd expect them to be not in the mix of the bottom 3. They had to do so, but, you know, that panic button's been pushed. Get Nuno back.
You think that can happen?
Well, the fans love him.
Yeah.
You know, he produced something special there, didn't he? And he made them believe, you know, from the Championship into the Premier League. Speaking to a lot of Wolves fans, I think they would welcome him back.
Dean, for you, who would go in do a good job there? Mauricio Pochettino, is that demotion for him after what he's been through? I think
now I think Pochettino would probably think he's a level above Wolves. I do. I think that's probably what he would think. But obviously, it depends how they want to go, and whether they want, you know, a young manager that's got certain ideas, or whether someone experienced. Maybe someone other than someone that's Portuguese. I think, you know, it's obvious that that's clearly how they see the football club, with who they've got there that make the decisions.
The internal communications are easier, presumably they're conducted in Portuguese. Yeah.
But I'm not just joking. There is a lot of Portuguese influence at the football club, so they might be looking in that sense as well. But whoever comes in, Diego Costa's not quite fit. You're still going to have the same problem. So it depends how quickly they can either change the style or get those players that are already there to suddenly find the back of the net.